Welcome back to KTV, everybody. I am your host, Cowboy Sebop. And hey, if you like this sort of content, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, I have a few promises out there that I'm going to get to. I have a slew of M-Tech knives I will be reviewing, as promised. Got about 10 or 12 of them, but I'm going to try to do like two or three in each video. All right. I also want to share with you my Cape Cod Jaws experience. Quite fascinating. All right. And there's a highlight. But today we are here to talk about Smith and Wesson. The Smith and Wesson boot knives. All right. Models SWH-RT9B, as in boy, and also the SWHRT9BF, as in false. Okay. You guys ever read a review on Amazon and you just want to go through the damn screen and be like, dude, pay attention to detail. Read the description before you leave a negative comment. All right? Oh my God. Amazon needs to invent this. We should be allowed to respond to some of these people that don't know how to read. Okay, first and foremost, all right, give me a second here. Yeah, my back. Ladies and gentlemen, geez, this is a boot knife. All right, is that it? All right, I'm going to pull the whole thing out just so we can see it better. Now, here's what drives me crazy. There are two different model numbers. All right, they're both the same model numbers. And one has a dual edge and one has a false edge. So before you go placing an order, all right, on these, make sure you read the description. Okay, they are identical knives. So this one guy gave it like 1 star. He said, you know, the one side of the edge was not sharpened at all. All right, so he left it a negative review. He must have wrote a letter to somebody. Then they sent him the dual edge. So now he's excited. Yay! Okay. They shouldn't have had to send him the one with the dual edge because he ordered the 9BF, as in false. Most people say Frank, but you understand what I'm saying here? And there were a couple reviewers like that. Pay attention to detail. All right. It can be a little confusing. There are a couple of pretty much the same identical knives. These are 9 inches overall, and then they have others that are 10 inches overall. All right. I prefer the 9 inches. Okay. So let's talk specs, shall we? All right. I'm just going to do one because they're both the same. All right. Overall, 9 inches with a 4.7-inch blade. That thermoplastic handle, right? Very comfortable, weighs 7.7 ounces, and they say it's a high carbon stainless steel. The steel is 7CR17 MOV. Now, that steel is, okay, I wrote down a little cheat sheet here, is 0.7% carbon. So why they say high carbon, I don't know. All right. 17% chromium and small amounts of that very popular molybdenum vanadium, which are very famous in like Muella knives. Okay. These are basically for emergency purposes only. Okay. Let's slow this down a bit. Some want just the one edge. They find new use for the dual edge, like this one here. All right, we'll come closer at the end. Some say there's no purpose. Well, for piercing abilities, you're better off with the dual edge. All right, for self defense, all right, be careful because you could cut yourself. All right. My favorite part of the dual edge is, say I'm using it to cut rope all day. All right, all day long, just cut, cut, cut. Your edge might get dull. All right. Well then, just use the other edge. You know. So the sharpness out of the box for both on the dual edge. Let's do that one first. That's pretty nice. Let's do the other side. All right, we're getting somewhere here. And for the false edge was like my first purchase, I think, of this thing back in like 2018, 19. All right. So they're really for emergency purposes only. I wouldn't be sitting there at a campfire, you know, making tent sticks or anything like that. I mean, if you have no other choice, sure. They are full tang. And another thing I want to talk about, I hope you didn't fast forward yet. HRT, which is in the model number, SWHRT 9. The 9 is going to mean 9 inches overall. SW, that's Smith Wesson. HRT. Anyone know out there what that means? Well, I'm here to tell you. It stands for Hostage Rescue Team, part of a line designed for the FBI's Hostage Rescue Team, and known for their tactical applications and use in high-risk situations. So these were intended for, how does Hannibal say it? All the way to the FBI. Something like that. All right, so there you have it. I'm not going to get all crazy, anything like that. Um, I personally like, you know, the false edge, and that is what I would actually use in my boot. But then again, I have choices. Right? I have other boot knives in there by M-Tech, all the way to Pole Force. All right, that thing's just whoa. All right, so anyway, let's do the little once over. The sheaths are the same, and you got your little clip on the back, and I showed you how to put it on. Right? I did show you that. Get it out of there. You know, I forgot something. All right, don't have. I took my boot off, so let's just do this. So anyway, I think Amazon should give us that option to be able to respond to some of these reviewers. Why take away stars on something that you really had no right to do? You didn't. And always remember to respect the locals. I'm telling you, it's coming, guys. I will be doing my little Jaws, uh, storytelling time if you're interested in watching. All right, so let's check out these closer. Get over here. Can you tell me, anyone out there, what does HRT stand for? Huh? Huh? Told you, there's going to be a test. This is the false edge. And now you got the dual. So no more complaints, everybody. All right, I'll see you in the next couple of days. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you soon. All right, take care.